Why isn't love a noun? Why have we been taught that love is only something that can be done through action? Instead of, I just am love. Welcome back to one's journey of unwinding the mind and, of course, your daily microdose. Now tune in to the latest episode of One's Journey. I appreciate you being a part of this community and tuning in today as I'm going to talk about love. Capital love versus lowercase love. So essentially, I want to talk about the concept of love, the noun, capital love, versus lowercase love, the verb. And I want to start out by reading you a quote from the course. Love is one. It has no separate parts and no degrees, no kinds, nor levels, no divergencies, and no distinctions. It is like itself, unchanged throughout. It never alters with a person or a circumstance. It is the heart of God and also his Son. So when I bring up, let's talk about love, which capital love, the noun, versus lowercase love, the verb. The reason why I bring that up is because lowercase love, the verb, is what we have been taught within this illusion. It would be ego love. It sees separation. It sees that, oh, I love this yellow book. That's an action. And only if this book is separate can I love it. But if it was one with me, it just is love because I am love. So when we place our salvation and loving things outside of us, again, we are reiterating the story of separation. A prime example of today that many people love their body. Their body is their temple. We must love our body. We must take care of our body. That again is insinuating that your body is this separate thing. And I'm not saying that you are your body, but what I'm saying is this entire illusion is the mind. So all of it is one. I am not saying again that you are a body or that you are this when it comes to being in the physical illusion. I'm talking about outside of the dream right now when I bring these words up. I'm talking outside of the dream. So when we think of that quote we just heard, that is capital love. That is the noun. That is a thing. I am love. I am love. So I don't love things. I am love. So everything is love. I show up as love. Therefore, all of my actions would appear as though I am loving things to someone who is coming from the ego belief system. But in fact, I am just love. And it is unchanged. When I say, oh, I love Patrick, I say that because he's my boyfriend, right? So that's an action of loving him because he's outside of myself. But I don't say, oh, I love our friend Cruz, that is the homeless guy on the bench. You wouldn't say that. You would say that is a separate kind of love. But when you are love, you love all equally because you're just emanating love. You are coming from love because you are love. Therefore, there is no, I love this person less or this person more. I love this person, not this person. I love this plant, not this plant. You just are love. I know it's hard to wrap your head around, but because we're taught, again, and I think this is one of the confusing pieces, we're taught that love is a verb. We've been taught since a very young age that love is a verb, it's an action, it's something you do onto something else or to yourself. When in fact, I think love has always been a noun. I think love has always been a state, like the chair, like the car. It is just this thing that you can be, right? Like our body is a noun. Why isn't love a noun? Why have we been taught that love is only something that can be done through action? Instead of, I just am love. We represent all the time with our body. Why instead wouldn't you represent with love? And that goes to talk about when I've talked in the past about how Patrick and I, we work out, we eat healthy, we optimize. It's not, I mean, we do it for discipline, but also it's not even like a conscious decision all of the time. It's just when you emanate love, you do things that would appear to be loving in the illusion. If we're being the dreamer by being love, it appears to people who are coming from the ego belief system within the illusion that we are doing an action of being loving. We're eating healthy because we love our body. We're cleaning our house because we love our things. When instead we're just love. So everything we do appears within the illusion to be loving. I know you're like, Ashley, this is a mind F. And I get it. But I really want you to sit on that for a bit and think about it. Capital love, the noun, versus lowercase love, the verb. Capital love insinuates, encompasses all, encompasses literally everything, everyone, all of this illusion. And it also recognizes that we are not separate from God, and God is pure love. But lowercase love is all about separation and hierarchy and levels and yeses and nos. Because one day you can love someone and the next day you cannot love them. That's what we're taught. But from an early age, we have been programmed that love is only an action. It is not a being. I mean, and I don't even know if I want to say state of being, because that is also an action. It just is. My favorite statement that Patrick and I came up with one random day walking hot Tampa, I just is. And you know what I just is? I just is love. And when you just is love, then everything you project appears to match the definition of loving that the ego created. And I think that's why so many people struggle to show up in this illusion as what would be called loving. Because if you first do not become love, then you are always operating from a state of ego illusion love. And what that means is it will always end in pain and suffering and separation. So it's like this conditional love that is also time conditional within the illusion. But again, when you realize you're the dreamer of the dream and that you are love, it all looks loving within the illusion while you are still projected within here. Think of someone think of Gandhi or Mother Teresa, or these people that did, I believe, obtain enlightenment, whether it's while they were here as, that journey on the way out. Every action they did appeared to be loving. But I don't think they were being loving. I think they were love. So everything we viewed was like, oh my, how could you do that? That is so loving. You love that person? They're a random stranger. Oh my gosh, that is so loving. Because again, we're viewing it from the ego's belief system. Well, they were just living in the Holy Spirits. They were living love. Living love. We watched a documentary on Ram Dass last night, a 30-minute one. And though some of his thoughts are different than mine, I truly believe he obtained love. And you see it in his face and you feel it, and it just provokes this immense emotion within you because he's not loving. He is love. And it's pretty hard to not receive love when someone is love. Period. They don't have to do a single action to show you love. They just need to show up and be love, and you will feel love because it's sparking the love within you. Again, our goal, my goal, is capital L love, noun, to be love. I am love. Lowercase love is a verb. It is an action. It is a representation of something outside of you being loved by you, meaning everything is separate and you will eventually experience sadness, pain, or separation from that love. But capital love, it just is, and I just is. I hope today's video was helpful for you. Remember, capital love, every time you're thinking about loving someone. Instead, just be love. Just show up as love. And the more we come from that Holy Spirit's belief system, the more I believe we will remember, not even transform, but remember our pure essence of love. Share. What did you think of this video? What do you think of capital letter love versus lowercase love? And as always, until next time, remember you are worth it, and so much love.